Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CLRB. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And in this situation, makes mapping out a very logical question, quite straightforward, and really kind of just really summarizing the price action. So the question, what happened today? And you know, the way that I would summarize it is pump and dump on thin ice. Now, before you go and start throwing stones at me, I'm not saying pump and dump in the sense of this company's being run out of somebody's attic in Somalia. I'm just making that statement based solely on how the price acted today. And my definition of a pump and dump is that a price makes a really nice move, and then within a relatively short amount of time, the price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. So let's just first map out where this actually started and how I'm going to define it. So I'm defining where this started as when the price broke out of, you know, this pesky range that it had been in, and that's right there at $1.65. You can see up until today, there were several occasions where the price tried to get above it, rejected. Try to get above it, rejected. So that's where the breakout started. It was able to get outside of the channel. So now let's apply the definition. Price makes a really nice move. Well, when you consider where it started right here and then how high it went, I think we could all agree that was a really nice move. And then within a relatively short amount of time, and considering this all happened in the same day, I would hope we could agree that, okay, yeah, this happened in a short amount of time. The price goes back to where it started, or in some cases lower. Now, this is where the thin ice comes into play, because technically speaking, to give the bulls credit, thin ice is being defined as $1.65. The price could do something like this. Come down here, walk along the thin ice, and then start to head back up. And in the event that were to happen, well, again, like I said, to be fair to the bulls, well, that would give you a set of lows there. Previous set of lows would be down there. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, you still have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. Now, if the price comes down here and breaks down through the thin ice and then just continues to separate to the downside, what would you have at that point in time? Well, at that point in time, you would literally have the price right back inside of this channel where it already was. And again, that would close out the pump and dump definition, price going right back to where it all started. Or in that case, it'd actually be lower than where it started because it would be back inside of that channel. So again, is this a flat out pump and dump? You can't say that, but you know, the bulls are sure walking on thin ice. Maybe $1.65 will hold, but for me, that's kind of the line in the sand that's determining whether or not this is just a healthy pullback, or if this is just, you know, was a knee-jerk reaction pump and dump today. So $1.65, definitely the key level going forward. We'll see if the price can hold above it or not. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.